You have heard of the law of attraction. You have tried manifestation. You have made vision boards. Did it actually work? If not, there is a reason. Neville Goddard explained it back in 1950. The most important thing in manifestation is not what you want, but what you assume. Welcome to Daytip for daily mindset lessons. Small tips lead to big shifts. Today we dive deep into the law of assumption, Neville Goddard's greatest teaching, interpreted for the modern mind. What is the law of assumption? You have heard like attracts like, the law of attraction, popular but incomplete. Neville says it misses where attraction comes from. The deeper force pulling things in is assumption. Assumption means the beliefs you already accept as true, things you do not feel you need to prove. You assume the sun will rise tomorrow. In the same way, you carry assumptions about your life. I am not lucky. Relationships always fail for me. Money never sticks. Neville says, what you assume manifests, always, as certain as gravity. 2 levels of reality. Your inner world, thoughts, feelings, assumptions, imagination, creates your outer world, what you see, experience, your circumstances. If you want to change your outer life, you do not work on the outside. You change your assumptions. Priya's story. Priya is talented, but in every job, her boss and colleagues ignored her. She changed companies, industries. Same result. She thought the problem was outside. Then someone asked, do you genuinely assume you will be heard? She realized, no. As a child, her voice was never heard at home, and she would carry that assumption everywhere. When she changed it, genuinely assuming her voice mattered, everything changed. Same office, same people, different reality. The power of I am. The most powerful assumption is the one about yourself. Whatever follows I am becomes your identity, and your identity creates your reality. I am lucky, I am capable, I am loved, or I am unlucky, I am not good enough. Both manifest equally. The difference is direction. Your subconscious absorbs whatever follows I am constantly and brings it into reality. Your current reality is the result of past assumptions. Your future reality will be the result of present assumptions. This means your past is not your future, your present assumption is. Living in the end. The most powerful way to change assumptions is imagination, not just seeing pictures, but feeling the desired reality as if it already exists. Most people manifest by picturing something in the future, but that keeps the assumption it is not here now alive, and the subconscious manifests exactly that. Not now. Instead, assume the thing already is. Neville calls this living in the end. Want a new house? Do not just picture it. Feel the keys in your hand, smell the house, feel yourself with family there. Now, as if already done, consciousness is the only reality. The outer world is a projection of consciousness, like a projector projecting onto a screen. The screen and image are real, but the source is the projector. To change the image, do not touch the screen, change the projector. Change your consciousness, and outer reality follows. The nightly practice, SATS, the most effective time to change assumptions is right before sleep, when the conscious mind relaxes and the subconscious becomes receptive. Every night, imagine a specific scene representing your desired reality already accomplished, someone congratulating you, sitting in your new home, the relationship thriving. Feel it vividly, first person. Fall asleep in that feeling. Assumptions versus circumstances. Most people build assumptions from circumstances. I have no money, so I assume I am poor. This reinforces the same assumptions and the same circumstances. A loop. The only way to break it. Ignore circumstances and deliberately choose what you want to assume. Rahul's story. Struggling entrepreneur, low on money, no investors, assuming I am unlucky. He decided to ignore circumstances and assume his business was already successful. Investors coming, team excited, customers happy, every night before sleep. It was not easy, but he persisted. 6 months later, an investor appeared unexpectedly. The business turned around. Not coincidence. The law of assumption. Specific person manifestation. Can you manifest a specific person or relationship? Yes, but other people are projections of your consciousness. What you see in them reflects your own assumptions. Assume someone is cold, and your brain will find coldness. Assume they are loving, and your brain will find that too. And they will often start behaving that way because we are all part of the same consciousness. The work. Change your assumption about that person. Feel they are already how you want them to be, and watch what happens. The assumption ladder. Assumptions exist in levels. Level 1, surface. I will get this job. Level 2, deep. I am capable, or I am undeserving. Level 3, core. Tied to identity. I am loved. I am safe. If surface and deep assumptions conflict, the deeper one wins. That is why affirmations often fail. Deeper assumptions override them. Ask honestly, do I genuinely assume I am worthy of this? If no, work there. Feel, I am worthy. I am deserving consistently until it becomes your default. Assumptions, always fulfilled, just unexpectedly. The universe has infinite ways to fulfill an assumption and chooses the most natural, unexpected route. How is not your problem? That is the universe's job. Your job is the assumption. If it feels like it is not manifesting, trust, it is already accepted, just taking time to appear. ER1 consciousness. You are all expressions of the same infinite consciousness. When you hold good assumptions for others and genuinely want them to succeed, that energy returns to you. Judgment and envy ultimately hurt yourself. Love and support ultimately benefit you. Assumption interruption. When a negative assumption arises, this will not happen. It is not for me. Interrupted immediately. Replace this is not for me with this is exactly for me. It feels awkward at first, but it reshapes your brain's default pattern over time until the shift becomes automatic. Going deeper. Responsibility, not blame. Neville says, everything in your life, good or bad, you created with your assumptions. This is not blame, backward-looking. It is your fault. It is responsibility, forward-looking. You have the power. Accepting that your assumptions created your reality means accepting you can change it. You are not a victim. You are the creator. You always were, just not consciously. Now, become conscious. Persistence of assumption. Assuming once is not enough. You must persist daily, even as circumstances contradict you. Empty bank account, ongoing fights, unchanged health. This is the moment most people quit. Neville says, hold the assumption more strongly here. This resistance is proof the old reality is pushing back before it changes. It is the darkness before dawn. The bridge of incidents. When you hold a strong assumption, the universe arranges a chain of unexpected, seemingly coincidental events leading to your desired reality. Neha's story. Assuming she would land at her dream job, an old friend unexpectedly reaches out, connects her to someone in her industry, which leads to an interview, then an offer. The chain was unplanned, but it started with her assumption. When coincidences increase in your life, do not ignore them. Follow the bridge. Time is an illusion. Scripting. Write your desired future in the past tense, as if it has already happened. This signals the subconscious that it is real, not someday. Write with genuine feeling, not just words. Live the moment as if already done. Enemies and obstacles are mirrors. People who challenge or dismiss you are projections of your own assumptions. Vikram's story. A colleague constantly dismissed his ideas. He asked himself, do I genuinely assume people value my ideas? Honestly, no. He changed that assumption, consistently assuming his contributions were valuable. Weeks later, that same colleague publicly appreciated one of his ideas. He did not change the colleague. He changed himself. And the outer world reflected it. Gratitude as assumption. Genuine gratitude is an assumption of already having abundance, and the subconscious manifests more of it. But forced gratitude does not work. The subconscious knows the difference. Find what you are genuinely grateful for. Feel it deeply. Make it daily practice. Assumption stacking. If the gap between current reality and your desired assumption is too big, your brain rejects it. So stack gradually. My financial situation is improving. I have enough money. I have comfortable money. I have abundant money. One rung at a time. Sleep as a special state. In sleep, consciousness feels unlimited, no restrictions of time or space, so assumptions planted there manifest faster. One night's practice seems small, but 30 nights build a strong imprint. 3 months, deeper. 6 months, it is your default reality. Consistency compounds. The real enemy. Lukewarm assumption. Doubt is clearly negative. But the bigger danger is a half-hearted assumption. Assuming a little, doubting a little, sending the subconscious no clear signal, so nothing manifests. The solution: assume fully. No doubt allowed. The inner reality exists first. The outer world just catches up. The state change technique. When your mood drops and holding an assumption feels hard, change your physical state first. Stand tall. Breathe deeply. Smile. Walk with confidence. Body and mind are linked. The brain reads your posture. A confident body makes the assumption easier to hold. Then return to your assumption. Detachment. Assume strongly, but do not be desperately attached. Desperate attachment comes from a feeling of lack. I need this. I do not have it. And lack is what the subconscious manifests. Instead, assume, feel it, and let go, trusting it is already done. That feeling is peace, not anxiety. No, do not need. Mirror work. Stand before a mirror, look into your own eyes, and speak your I am statements aloud. I am worthy. I am abundant. I am loved. I am successful. Feel them as you say them. Discomfort saying a statement reveals exactly where your assumption needs healing. Practice daily. Free will and others. You cannot force anyone's choices, but by changing your assumption about a specific person, you change your experience of them in your reality. Focus not on what they should do, but on how the relationship should feel. Assume that feeling and reality adjusts around it. The daily assumption practice. Morning. No phone for 5 minutes. Lie still and feel your desired I am assumptions. During the day, use assumption interruption whenever negativity arises. Evening. Script 5-10 lines. Past tense. Already happened. Night. Satisfied positive scene. Desired reality already done. Under 30 minutes total, but the compounding effect across morning, day, evening, night is extraordinary. Imagination is God. Whatever you vividly imagine and feel already exists in spiritual reality. Physical reality just takes time to catch up. Do not fill your imagination with fears or worst-case scenarios. Consciously choose what you imagine and imagine it with feeling. This is creation. Does it work for everything? Yes. The law of assumption is universal, no exceptions. But timing varies. Small assumptions, a parking spot, manifest quickly. Deeply ingrained beliefs held for years take longer. This is normal. Patience and persistence are the keys. Change happens gradually, but it always happens. The ultimate message: you are already complete. Detachment means knowing without needing. Plant I am assumptions through mirror work. Change the experience, not the person. Make the daily practice a routine. Imagination is God. The law of assumption is universal, and you are already whole. Just assume. Neville Goddard gave this teaching decades ago, but it is timeless, a law of nature, like gravity. Whether you believe in it or not, it works. Always. Now, you can use it consciously. Thank you for watching Daytip for daily mindset lessons. Small tips lead to big shifts. Keep assuming, keep believing, and watch your world transform. See you in the next lesson.